Hey guys, welcome back. I have 3 packages that just arrived. I don't know what I was thinking ordering these in the middle of January, but I did, and I want to show you guys how it went. Because typically when it's snowing outside, you're discouraged from ordering plants. And Gardino's Nursery actually did email me to make sure that I wanted to order these plants. So they offered to let me refund instead of shipping them, but I said to go ahead and do it with the heat pack and just see how it goes. I just was feeling the itch to have a plant. I'm sure everyone knows what that's like. So these plants came in pretty good condition. I can't say that they looked any worse upon arrival than normal. I expect those little baby leaves to fall off. Like that one, I think that's probably going to fall off. Maybe it'll hold on. Time will tell. But yeah, I guess we'll see. I set them up on a heating mat and put a grow light next to them to make sure they're not going to go into shock because they're now in Indiana instead of Florida. So here's another one. This guy has a bigger young leaf that looks pretty yellow. I'm not sure that's going to make it. Yeah, none of these Hoyas I was particularly familiar with before I saw them on the site, but they either had really pretty flowers or pretty foliage. When I'm deciding which Hoyas to buy, I typically love to buy the ones that say easy and fast growing because I like instant gratification, or the ones that have pretty flowers. What I like about Gardino's Nursery is that in their descriptions it typically says if the Hoya is difficult to flower and if it's easy to grow, and I appreciate that honesty when the listings will say this Hoya is probably meant for a serious collector, or cold sensitive, don't order when it's cold. Because then I feel like I know what I'm purchasing and can be more of an informed buyer. And this guy is supposed to have really red flowers if it gets enough light. So I'm excited for that in the future someday when my plants finally get big enough. This package is from Steve's Leaves. I just heard of them recently, and when I was looking on their site, I saw that they had some really pretty begonias. And I only have one begonia right now, and it's doing okay in Hydroton or Leca, whichever you like to call it. So I figured I would get some more. And this guy is super pretty. Maybe I'm just new to begonias and they're all really pretty to me, but it's kind of fun to be new to something and just have it be easy to thrill you. So that's how this is right now for me. And that one looks pretty good. He fared okay in the process. It's been about 3 or 4 hours since I unboxed these, and they are looking a little wilty now. I don't think that the soil is dry. I think maybe they got a little too cold in the shipping process, and that's why their stems are kind of just flopping over. The first begonia was the worst. This one is doing okay. So I mainly just hope that the plant survives. I'm not too picky if the current leaves stay looking fabulous, because I know that's a risk you take shipping plants, especially if you ship them when it's 30 degrees outside. So I'm not going to complain too much, but they were so pretty the way they initially stood up. Now they're just kind of looking sad. I guess I could stake each one of the leaves up, but yeah, I don't have experience with shipping begonias in the cold, so let me know in the comments if you know, are they just gonna die, or are they just gonna be wilty, or maybe I need to water them and they'll stick up again. But these are just so pretty. I think they're gonna look great mixed in with my Hoyas as a little pop of color amongst all the green. So overall, I think the purchase with Steve's Leaves was positive. I'm looking forward to seeing what they have in the spring, and I'll probably be ordering again because I'm a compulsive plant purchaser. So yeah, these guys look pretty good. The last box that I have is from Rick and Swiffer's Hoyas on Facebook, and I ordered one potted plant, and he sent 3 cuttings that were surprise cuttings. The original auction listing only said 2, so I got a bonus cutting, which is awesome. And you'll see how they look. They don't seem to have loved the shipping process. I think they got pretty cold, because all of these cuttings are kind of dried out and wrinkly, although it doesn't look like it too much in this shot. They're soaking right now, so I'm hoping they'll perk up a little bit before I try to root them. And this is the cutting that I'm excited about, and I didn't have any of these already, so that's a plus. Assuming they all root, I'm glad to have 3 new Hoyas in my collection just from the cuttings, the surprise cuttings. So this one is called, I need to look at the tag, something Germany, and that one looks like a Finlaysonii type of leaf, which is really pretty. And this one did not fare well. All of the leaves are kind of wrinkly and papery, and you can see me kind of checking that out. But I think they got a tiny bit better since they've been soaking. So the plant that I actually purchased was Macrophylla Pot of Gold. So it has variegation on the insides of the leaves. I probably spent too much on this plant, but I was tired of trying to find it. So here it is, and it's really pretty. It looks like it's okay. That leaf is probably going to fall off, and that's alright. That one looks good. They seem a little thin, but I don't have this Hoya, so I don't know if that's just how the leaves are supposed to be, if they're just on the thinner side. You can let me know, is this Hoya typically thinner than others? But yeah, it looks pretty good considering how cold it is outside right now, so I'm happy with that. And I'm just hoping maybe 2 of the 3 cuttings, if those could root for me, I would be happy. And here's a closer look at it. It looks like the variegation is pretty balanced in those new leaves, so that's good. I don't know if this Hoya has a high rate of reverting. And here's a look at where I placed them. I have a seedling mat that's keeping them warm. Just want to keep those roots cozy and help this transition since it's cold and gloomy here. But overall, I'd say my middle of the winter purchase went okay. We'll have to see how they fare, and I'll definitely put up an update for how these Hoyas are doing in the future. But so far so good. If you've gotten this far in the video, thanks for watching, and I'll be back again soon to talk about some more plants. Bye!